Alright, so I usually like to explain why this video exists, but in this case, I just had the idea for 2-player 1 control with MATTress, and god dang it, why are you like this? Hey, sorry to interrupt, but on my last Pikmin video, only about 1/4 of the people who watched my video were actually subscribed, so if you enjoyed the video, please do consider subscribing. It helps me out, and you can always unsub if you want. Anyway, back to the video. To quickly explain what each of us is doing, I'm holding the Wii Remote, which means I aim, whistle Pikmin, throw Pikmin, and switch captains. Matt is holding the nunchuck, which means he moves the captains, recenters the camera, switches Pikmin types, and disbands Pikmin. Going into this video, I thought Matt still knew this game pretty well, but you know, there were just some small indications that he had absolutely no clue where he was going. Do you know where you're going?
Actually, I don't. I haven't played this game in too long.
The camera's pointing you a very specific direction.
I wanted to see if there was like hidden secrets.
You're so annoying.
This would be so fun.
Oh no.
Where's the Pikmin?
This way. We already have them. Now, I've beaten this game once or twice or like 15 times, and as such, I know many strategies to play quickly. One of which is how to pluck quickly with one captain. If you go and pluck the Pikmin and then cancel it, you can go to the next one and it still plucks.
I was like, hold up, something's happening. I'm just confused at what it is.
The last thing to mention before we get too far into it is that we realized how technical charging Pikmin would be. I have to aim at the thing, Matt has to press C, and then shake the nunchuck. This doesn't sound too bad, but during this we realized how bad we are at communicating and coordinating things in real time. So if you have a friend you want to find out how terribly you work together with, I recommend trying this. For the Garden of Hope, we really didn't run into any issues getting the rock Pikmin or saving Brittany. But the Armored Mod ad went, well, you should just see for yourself.
Can you just
run
bail at any time? Where?
Okay, that's an issue.
Oh. Awesome.
Hey.
I'm so glad. What the hell? I cannot believe it just happened, actually.
The way to usually solve this issue is to throw a rock at the tusks, but when you don't have any rocks to work with, that plan doesn't work. And Matt had a very interesting reaction to all the Pikmin we lost that day.
Is there 5 or is there 4 onions?
Definitely 5.
There's only 4.
List me the Pikmin.
There's red, rock. Look, I was thinking about the wings because they're really memorable. Apparently the rocks are not.
You're like, man, I love the rock Pikmin, dude. Those are awesome.
No, they're like my favorite to look
they
at.
exist? Hold on, what? Anyway, on day 2, we beat the boss with ease, and that was it for the Garden of Hope. Starting out on the distant Tundra, we have to build up 2 bridges to reunite the captains. There really weren't many things we struggled with, and this became a clear trend. The main puzzles and tasks of the areas were simple to accomplish, and the boss fights were more challenging, as you'll see throughout this video. Matt did forget how to fight Jasmites once, but I can't blame him for that. They really aren't that memorable of enemies. While watching the footage back, I'm actually far more concerned with his mental sanity, considering what happened.
Oh, this guy. Bert.
Okay. Hello, Bert.
Hello, Bert. Where's Bert? Bert? Come on, Bert. Stay with us. We'll carry you.
Us. Brittany refers to herself as an us. Because that's where all our...
Come on, Bert. This one's name is Ernie.
Of course. Ernie's the idiot.
Ernie's kind of a moron. Bert's intelligent, but Ernie's...
He was trying to break open the rock with his head. Impressively, we got the bridge built in one day. Not something I was expecting. Oh, sorry, that's not correct at all. We almost got the bridge built in one day because, well...
Where are there...
Wait, what? No, I'm not carrying stuff. We got trolled so hard. It may seem as though we made a mistake, but in fact this is a massive brain play because the day before we put one Pikmin in this candy pop bud as definitely anything but a joke. We were now able to get the bridge built and reach the behemoth boss battle. Now I have a slightly unintended method to defeat the boss. The intended way is to gather 2 piles of fragments to build a bridge to this exposed wire that lights up the room. My method involves building half the bridge, throwing a caption to the other side, and then beating the boss as normal. I might have forgotten to tell Matt about this strategy, which led to some interesting moments and really made me realize how bad we were at communicating in real time. Switch to yellows. Do it quick. What? Okay, that's what we need. Uh oh, move. Move back into the light. Alright, switch switch reds, switch reds.
You can't cycle stuff before in the light?
Whoa, whoa!
Sorry.
I need you to not do that right now.
Like constant.
No!
Uh-oh. Oh,
don't fall off! No! Okay, 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 regroup. Don't move back, move back. I kind of knew this would be an area that was harder. Yeah. Okay, now we switch back to Alpha and we start doing damage. This could have been much smoother, but hey, we got it done, and something like this definitely wouldn't happen again in the future. And that's called foreshadowing, but we'll get to that. For anyone who remembers my video I made on Pikmin 3 without switching captains, you'll know that I've learned the speedrun strats and out-of-bounds glitches in the tropical wilds. I offered to teach Matt how to do them, and he agreed to it. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit B, and I'm gonna drop Alf behind me, and then you're gonna shake when you see him on the ground. Shake. Get up, get up, get up. Okay. Now walk this way, but don't walk off the edge. Keep going a little bit. We have to break a trigger. Alright, now we should be good. Head back the other way.
He's gone.
Keep going. And invisible wall broke. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, now run. Well, I don't know what this is gonna do, actually.
Move. Oh.
Whoa, whoa, do not get them in the water. Now that we had reached the boss in a quarter of the day, it was time to fight it. The boss went surprisingly smoothly. I think Matt remembered this boss a bit better than the armored Maudad, and there weren't any weird strategies that I use. There was an unfortunate situation where a bomb rock Pikmin exploded, though. We should be okay. No! Oh my god, that could have been so much worse. And with the boss dead, the tropical wilds were done in 1 day. Oh, and if you want a status update on Bert and Ernie, those
Bert
two
Ernie.
dudes!
Bert and Ernie!
Holy crap, these guys are insane!
Bert and Ernie gonna make it!
I'll be honest, I think the Twilight River is one of the hardest areas in this game to beat quickly. There's 2 different bridges to build before you can reach the boss. But I never expected my biggest adversary to be Matt himself. Why are we getting all reds? We don't need all reds.
No, I was just
What? No, we need reds.
I was just laughing, so I stayed.
Okay, no.
Solid ratio. Not gonna lie, solid ratio, bro.
Alright, that's actually decent.
No, we just need the
No.
winged.
No, we need
Fine.
more. We do, I know.
No rock?
No, for a fact, we need like a lot of yellows. No, okay, no.
It'll work.
This is the hardest part of the 2-player 1 controller thing, is trying to get you to understand how Pikmin work.
Actually, maybe we shouldn't have 100.
Huh? Wait, what? 100 in the field? Yes, we should have 100 in the field.
But no, now we can raise more wings.
No, we don't need, we can raise wings anyway.
Yeah,
No,
but
we're not taking 63 yellows. We need an even number of all the Pikmin, so get like 20 of the others. The first set of bridge fragments went pretty smoothly, and we were able to get winged Pikmin. Oh wait, there was one thing of note. We electrocuted Brittany and about 30 other Pikmin, but I don't know. Do you guys actually care about that?
what happens if I run into it? Oh, nothing? Nothing happens. Oh god!
You've made a mistake.
No, please!
I don't know if this does anything or not. I really have no clue. Oh no, they're stuck on the other side. No, stop!
Oh, that should not be as funny as this. Just
Go back. Anyway, day 1 ended with us having 43 wings, and on day 2 we could start on the second bridge of the area. The next bridge got built smoothly as well. The good thing about this part of the game is that raising Pikmin isn't really an issue, so we were just able to do the objectives as fast as possible. At a little over halfway through the day, we began fighting the Scornet Maestro. Once again, I have a separate strategy to beat this boss. Basically, he only targets the active captains, so you can send one captain on their own, and once he starts attacking them, you switch to the captain with the Pikmin and start attacking the boss. This actually worked pretty well, partly due to the fact that I actually informed Matt about the plan before we fight. Funny how that works. Now technically we beat the boss by the end of day 2, but since we couldn't carry Louis back in time, it ended up taking us 3 days to do the Twilight River. We were still moving at an amazing pace though. Okay, so this is the single most technical area of the game for me. When I played during my last challenge video, I learned how to break this area completely and beat it in 1 day by skipping almost everything. And now I was going to try to teach it to Matt. The fast strategy for this is to pluck the single blue Pikmin to break some invisible walls, use wing Pikmin to charge onto a set of fragments to half build the main bridge, and lastly you throw rocks onto the bridge and charge them to the last set of fragments to be able to reach the boss. I walked Matt through this step by step and we got it done very quickly. I could tell pretty early on that we weren't going to get this done in 1 day, which matters more in this case because Louis took all of our food, so we needed to get something. I chose this avocado to get us an extra day of food. We'd taken some heavy losses, but the bridge was finished in half a day, and all that was left was the boss.
What's happening?
He's what the
Camera
heck?
screwed up. I can't hit anything.
Switch to rocks again, and then run up after his tongue is passed. Go. There we go. Alright, that's what I was looking.
I pressed it to switch. I've pressed it 4 times to switch to rocks.
It's because I was whistling.
Oh.
We ended up taking this boss fight very seriously and tried as hard as possible to finish this in 1 day, but it wasn't meant to be. With the day coming to a close, the boss was only on half health. I know it sounds like some sort of sad moment, but to be honest, considering Matt didn't even know how broken this area was until we recorded this, I'm very proud of what we accomplished. It was now the second day of the area, and oh, he's dead already. That was fast. It was finally time to take on the final area of the game. The difficulties here would be managing all the, hey, it's alternate para here, and I'd love to show you all how the first day went, but my capture card decided to do this? Seriously, what is going on here? Anyway, just know things happened. Footage on screen won't match anything for a while. As I was saying, it was going to be difficult to coordinate everything going on while strategizing in real time. The general objective in this first half of the area is to keep Brittany moving in a circle while you do everything else with the other captains. The way we finished the first area was to grab bomb rocks and get to the beginning of the stage to break down this wall. With the wall broke, oh hey, the capture card is stabilizing. Sorry. With the wall broken, we can move into the second area, which is much easier since you can just throw Brittany and Olimar in the water where the mysterious life form can't reach it. And it's broken again, wonderful. By the end of day 1, we'd made good progress on the bridge in this area, and we were on pace for a 2 or 3 day Formidable Oak. Dude, the bridge got built. And then that should be the other 4. Okay, end of the day. Dude, we essentially finished it. On day 2, we needed to run back to the second half of the area as soon as possible. For this area, you need to use yellows to light up the area to let you progress. I'm glossing over most of this because while this stage is cool, it's also very basic, and there aren't that many details to explain. Anyway, we got the stage lit up and ran to the exit so we could finally beat the game. But then the Plasm Nation attacked. There's 2 ways to beat this boss. Either you use all the Pikmin types so that you can attack him no matter what element he uses, or you can use rocks which are immune to the main attack of the boss. We went with the second option since it's a little bit easier, but it's also slower. All we needed to do to win was have Matt run in circles to avoid the boss while I attacked constantly. Matt hadn't actually fought this boss in years, so I had to explain it to him some in real time. We got an immediate 2 crystal attack, which was insanely lucky given the 90 rocks we had. Otherwise, the fight was becoming very standard. Around halfway through the day, the boss was half dead. Oh, and, Brittany and Charlie both died at the same time. No one cares though, right? Near the end of the day, I gave Matt an ultimatum to let him decide on what we would do. Alright, there's multiple ways to play this right now. One of them is we stop fighting and make sure that we have all our Pikmin at the end of the day.
I say we keep going.
The boss was nearly dead at this point, but Alpha's on 1 health as well. We were very invested at this point, and I really wanted to 2-day the Formidable Oak. In one of the final attacks, 2 of his attacks went crystal, which meant we could do tons of damage. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough to finish it by the end of the day. Stop. Dude, you don't understand how close he is to death right now.
Should we just try to charge him, maybe?
No, we can't. It's too late in the day. He won't die. Okay. That was so close to being a 2-day. Oof. Do you guys mind if I reuse the joke I made in the Garden of Hope revisit? Oh, it's too late. The boss is dead. Democracy is an amazing thing. And with that very anticlimactic ending, it was done. Matt and I had beaten Pikmin 3 with 2 players on 1 controller. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.